Hey Fae folk, it's me Hedge and this is vlog 4 of 2018. This is the last installment of my Hedge vlogs in January and it is the very last day of the week. I usually film sometime midweek, but this time it just didn't work out. So it's Sunday and I'm filming and I'm probably going to upload this next week, so probably tomorrow. But I think of these vlogs as a commitment I made to myself and I really want to get them out this year. To really just get them out into the world each week. So this week wasn't really something special. Next week will be, because I'm getting color on my tattoo, which is awesome. I had a day off thanks to being kind of feverish and I wasn't really happy about that. And I spent a lot of my time watching The Paradise. If you don't know The Paradise, it is basically the not so much budget version of Mr. Selfridge. It's about a department store in Victorian England. It's set a few years earlier than Mr. Selfridge. And a really big difference about these two series is that the female lead doesn't go incredibly on my nerves in The Paradise. Then again, the owner of The Paradise does, because he is a smarmy, oily, self-absorbed bastard! And I really can't stand him. And okay, this is a spoiler marking. So, spoilers if you haven't seen The Paradise and you don't want to see it, skip to time mark. And if you have seen it, you can now watch me rage about it a tiny little bit. Or if you want to see it and want a bit of my opinion already, I will not really spoil too many big things that aren't pretty obvious in the first episode, so here we go. That romance thing between those two characters was so incredibly... it was so obvious and foreseeable and boring. It's not even interesting. Yeah, there's this shop girl and she falls for the owner and she's really resourceful and cool, and of course he falls for her, and then boring. Why can't she just fall for the nice guy from the silk counter? Sam, who's actually featured in the first episode, so that's not really a spoiler. I actually rooted for Victor in Mr. Selfridge too. So he was a nice down-to-earth guy and never ever way gets the girl. Because for some weird reason they always go for the weirdly polished guys who are well settled in their career and so incredibly distinguished, and no. I really wasn't a fan of Agnes Towler in Mr. Selfridge because she was so whiny. She always... the actress can't do anything about that, and I'm pretty sure I don't have a face that everybody likes, but she always looked so incredibly whiny and so incredibly tragic that it made me want to grab something and smash it into her face on my computer screen. Not so great. I never did that, so my computer is still alive, so I can still cut this video, and also watching Selfridge is a thing of the past for now. I might revisit that at some point. Well, in The Paradise, Denise is quite as resourceful as Agnes Towler was, but she doesn't go on my nerves like that. I have no idea why, but she was far more endearing. But then again, Mr. Moray, the owner of the whole thing, of The Paradise, the self-made man, awesome guy, I couldn't stand him. He just made his first appearance and I knew I couldn't stand the guy. Nothing to be done about that. And then the two of them, of course, fall in love and it's a big romance thing. I was kind of okay with the last episode. My stray hairs are getting getting in my face, so that's weird. The last episode kind of leveled it out a little bit, and it didn't annoy me so much. But if you want to see a toxic and manipulative relationship, then watch that series, because every relationship that guy is in is manipulative from his side, and in some cases probably from the other side too, but you know. Anyway, I'm now watching Alias Grace because I'm done with the Paradise. I actually managed to watch the series till its end, which is probably thanks to the fact that there are only, I think, 13 or 15 episodes, because British Brevity, and it's a BBC series. I'm now watching Alias Grace, which is based on a novel by Margaret Atwood, who's the one who also wrote The Handmaid's Tale, which I haven't watched yet, because things with a very clear feminist message that is based on storytelling about the oppression of female characters usually makes me so upset that I can't see it. I know it's super important, but I can't watch it. I actually had a semi-nervous breakdown when I had to write a report on the Magdalene laundries and the treatment of the girls in there for uni. The Magdalene laundries were homes for basically wayward girls and wayward children, or children out of wedlock in Ireland. And I had a seminar on that, and yeah, I had to write to my teacher's assistant, who actually helped the seminar, that I had to hand in my report late because it made me so upset to think about these things and to read about these things. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. I'm not really good at watching stuff like that. I'm really, overall, I'm really not good at watching upsetting things. I like things to be fluffy and nice, and of course I like drama. I mean, I've watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend has a lot of mentally ill characters, and they approach the subject so perfectly well, and it's really, really nice. And I can't wait for the third series to come to Netflix. And I like Supernatural, and I like a lot of other things, but I don't like to watch the oppression of anybody. I'm sorry if that makes me a bad feminist. I don't believe it makes me a bad feminist, but probably some people would think that. I know that oppression is bad, but I just don't want to spend my free time watching it. Sorry? Is that bad? This whole topic is so complicated. The short version is I don't like watching oppression of any kind, even if it's in a historical setting. I think I should change the subject. I have no idea how much of that I will have cut out. Anyway, I am watching Alias Grace now, which is actually based on a historical murder case, and yeah, it's intriguing so far. I'm kind of glad it only has 8 episodes, but because I think I couldn't do with more of the angst and the claustrophobic feeling it gives me so far for more than that, because I can actually watch it and it is interesting, but I can only watch it while I do other things. I can't really concentrate on it because that would make me so nervous and anxious and twitchy that I just could. Anyway, so it's Sunday, and a bit later Rusty will come for dinner. So the thing I hope is that Don't Starve will run on Rusty's computer, on his laptop, not his normal computer, so he can bring it, and then we can Don't Starve a little bit together, and maybe we will play actual Don't Starve together. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, because we tried that, I think last weekend, and it failed spectacularly. Because Don't Starve together is really, really hard, even though I was getting used to the normal Don't Starve. And then we tried it on his PlayStation, and that went even more spectacularly wrong. We don't have any sort of gaming devices in this flat except for our phones and our laptops. So my boyfriend and I were both computer people, and so computer gaming people, not computer people, because Rossi is actually a computer person. He's doing the whole IT guy thing for a living. So I'm so not good at words. Anyway, so I'm really not used to that, and I panic a lot because Don't Starve is a very stressful game overall, because you're trying not to starve and not to die in any other way, because there are, wait, with Shipwreck it's I think 18 kinds of dying. I absolutely enjoy that game. With my current game I am at day 30, which is my personal record, and I'm really proud of that. But I absolutely panicked when I tried to play it on a PlayStation, and that went super wrong. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're trying this again. Anyway, that's it from my side for this week. I hope you enjoyed my rambling about TV series and Don't Starve. And I hope I will see you next week. Well, you will see me next week, because I can't really see you except if you have a channel and also make vlogs. Anyway, I wish you a great week. Be nice to yourself, that's super important. I'm still learning this, but it is so good for me to actually treat myself like a person and not someone who's worse than other people or not worthy of attention and self-care. So be nice to yourself, it's super important, and you definitely deserve it, because everyone deserves it. Yes, even Donald Trump, I guess. And be nice to others, because they can probably need it. Even Donald Trump, probably. Thank you for watching. If you like my rambling, I also have a blog where I do that a lot. You find everything down in the description. Like, subscribe, do all the stuff. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever. And if you don't, you don't, because you're a free person. Do whatever is good for you. I love you for watching and for making it to this point. Bye.